Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to WWE Money in the Bank 2017 review. One thing to say about this event. It absolutely fucking sucked. Nothing about this event was entertaining, worth watching, or even remotely fun to even enjoy. Not one match. The Money in the Bank ladder match for the males was the only fucking match that was actually good. The rest of the show was crap. You had a good match, you had a shitty ending. You had a good story developed, you have a shitty ending, and the match is not all exactly that great. So who gives a shit? That's really what this whole pay-per-view was. A big giant wad of nothingness. I'll go through the list of these fucking matches real quick, go ahead and blabber about it, rant about it a little bit, and then tell you my overall opinion of what happened during this show, and then leave it at that. Because I quite frankly am fed up of this shit. Done watching WWE, I am sick of it. I keep trying to watch it, I keep getting mad about it, I keep ranting on here as a way of coping with the fact that WWE just plain sucks, period, and there's nothing I can do about it, simply put, as well as other people that ran about WWE's horrible performances and horrible setups and booking that they do on their program. So, let's get into it. First thing on the card, the women's ladder match. As I mentioned earlier before, if you've been watching some of my videos, I believe that the fucking women's championship should have been in a six-women's championship ladder match to determine a winner for the women's title, since there was no number one contender to begin with. Now, even though I stated that, and that would have been a great thing to do, and also help either build Naomi as a world champion in being the first ever winner of a ladder match for female wrestling, or crown a new champion, as well as build them into a dominant looking character on the WWE program. They didn't do either. They can't even freaking complete a match without some sort of stupid bullshit ending. Was the match overall, the performance by all the women in this match, the promo video was fucking unreal. I loved it. Good hype up for the match. Shitty fucking match. The ending sucked. Match went 13 minutes and 20 seconds. That's all you get. Not even close to 20 minutes. That ain't the bad part. Really, to be honest with you, the ladder match for the tag team titles at WrestleMania was less than that, and it was still more entertaining than this piece of shit. Alright, so let me get into it. Pretty much, Carmella was the winner of this match. How? She didn't climb the ladder and grab the briefcase. Oh no. James Ellsworth climbed the ladder, grabbed the briefcase, and dropped it down to Carmella, who was sitting on the floor. What does that tell you? Forget about the fact that James Ellsworth came in the match and grabbed the briefcase in a first ever women's ladder match. What does that tell you? To me, that's telling me that's a complete insult to female performers. You're giving the glory to a male when this is supposed to be a groundbreaking match that's never happened before in WWE history. I'm not going to say in wrestling history because it might have happened in an independent wrestling circuit before. But you're talking about the first ever WWE women's ladder match. Never happened when Trish Stratus, Lita, or any of those other big names, not even Chyna herself, was in professional wrestling. Have they ever did a ladder match before? And what do? They have fucking James Ellsworth climb the ladder and help give her the briefcase. It's an insult to women and an insult to this groundbreaking history match. Unfucking believable. crap all around. I give it a 2 out of 5 stars because the action was decent, but I put that fucking rating all the way down to a 2 because of the ending. What garbage and what an insult. That was an insult to women. Really, that's just saying, hey, men can do this, but you can't. Go fuck off. We just hand you the briefcase. We give you everything. The males give the women stuff. Get the fuck out of here. Today's day and age, women go out and earn fucking livings. They don't need no man to support them. I'm not gonna get into other male female bullshit because that stereotype is still around these days, even though that has changed in men and female operandes in their head. But even though this was a groundbreaking women's match and it was won by a male, shows a lot what Vince McMahon thinks about his female performers. What shit. That was the biggest insult of them all. And this was the first fucking match on the main card of the show. When that match happened, I knew the rest of this pay-per-view was going to be complete and utter shit. Next match was the New Day facing the Usos for the WWE Tag Team titles. The Usos were the champions going in. Usos actually performed very well as the New Day, but the match ended, once again, shit. With the fucking tag team titles being retained by the Usos, but by countout, making them lose and the New Day win. Now, I already mentioned this once before. New Day, I was stating in my predictions videos, they're probably going to do a cheap way of retaining the belts, in which case they did. I don't know if I did state that they were going to win to retain, or they were just going to do a cheap victory somehow, or a cheap way of retaining the title. I'm not quite sure, but I did know that they were going to retain these titles somehow, some way. Whichever way that was going to be, don't remember. I'll have to go back to watch that video. But I did state the Usos were going to retain, which I was correct. New Day won this match. This match really, I'll give it a 3 out of 5 stars, just to be generous, because it wasn't a bad match for a tag team match. It was very entertaining. Quite honestly, the best tag team match for quite some time. And just in regular tag team style action, not like ladder matches like we saw at WrestleMania or anything like that. Then we go back to the women. Naomi versus Lana for the Women's Championship of SmackDown. This match absolutely sucked cock in hell. You can go fuck yourself with this freaking match because it sucked. I give it a 1 out of 5 stars. Carmella at the end of the match, after Naomi retained, Carmella tries to get involved, acting as if she's going to go ahead and cash in, and you would think that would be the smart idea because, quite honestly, she, tonight on SmackDown Live, it was reported on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, that after that match was completed, that Daniel Bryan did not like the ending, and he will be going ahead and stating have repercussions to this incident. Now, you would think that she would cash that in, giving herself the opportunity to win the women's title, so that she creates more controversy and make it even harder for Daniel Bryan to really do anything. At this point tonight, we might see a new Money in the Bank winner because that Money in the Bank briefcase might be up for grabs once again, and Carmella's going to have to defend it against an opponent or all 4 other opponents that were in that ladder match again. We might even see the women in another ladder match for all we know, and a repeat, which, honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But I doubt they're going to take a risk in getting their women injured in a match that can potentially injure them. But you think logically she would have cashed in to make it more controversial and make it a lot harder for Daniel Bryan to really do anything at this point, except maybe strip her of the title, but still keep her in the title match. I don't know. Quite honestly, it doesn't really make a difference. It fucking sucked. And you got Jinder Mahal defending the world title against Randy Orton. Kind of weird where they placed this match right after that, but who fucking cares? Randy Orton loses to Jinder Mahal, same fashion they did at Backlash. Match was okay at best, I guess. I mean, give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars, maybe. I mean, but the match was the same repetitive bullshit that we saw at Backlash. And quite honestly, I was reminded by watching JD's video. My friend Matthew told me about it. I don't even fucking remember Backlash. I slept through it. It was that fucking boring. The only thing that I regret missing was the match between Kevin Owens and AJ Styles for the United States Championship. And the Dolph Ziggler and fucking Shinsei Nakamura was the other good match. Those are the two best matches on fucking card. The rest of Backlash was absolute shit. Fucking crap all around. Fucking shitty ass show. Jinder Mahal wins because fucking Randy Orton's distracted by the two goon bags that Jinder Mahal brings around with him. First off, they were going to get disqualified. Why would they get disqualified for putting Jinder Mahal's foot on the rope? There was no reason for Randy Orton to have to bargain or plead with the referee, Mike Chioda, to, not disqualify Jinder Mahal so he can retain the title. You'd think that they do something like Mike Chioda was actually paid off by Jinder Mahal to do that. To be honest with you, that would probably be the best storyline you can develop here. Have Mike Chioda as in the back pocket of Jinder Mahal, being a paid-off referee. Or maybe he have a gambling problem. He was gambling on Jinder Mahal to win. Who the fuck knows? But this was retarded that Randy Orton had to plead with Mike Chioda to not disqualify Jinder Mahal and instead have them escorted out of the match. And they weren't even leaving the fucking match. Mike Chioda did not come out of the ring to get them to leave. They just kept standing there fighting with the referee while the referee was in the ring, then looked over and acted as if this was a John Cena Randy Orton repeat of the same fucking bullshit. They go up to Bob Orton Sr., Bob Orton, and they threaten to punch him in the fucking face while they grab him by his sleeve on his collar. And they threaten to punch the man in the face. An elderly old man they're threatening to punch in the face. So basically, karma biting Randy Orton in the ass, and because of what Randy Orton did in the past to John Cena's father, and he exploded, got mad like John Cena did against him when he did what he did to Cena's father, and beat the living hell out of him, which made sense. I'll give them that, but where was the referee in all this? Why wasn't the referee getting outside the ring and stopping these people and getting them the hell out of the arena? Like, what the fuck? And then the whole entire time, Jinder Mahal is recovering from an RKO by Randy Orton, and Randy Orton annihilates the two guys that are with Jinder Mahal, like their names aren't even that important, and puts one of them through a fucking table, and then when he gets back in the ring, he gets fucking finished off by Jinder Mahal's finishing maneuver, which I can't remember, nor do I care, and wins the match 1-2-3. What a joke. And what a pathetic match that Randy Orton did with Jinder Mahal. Quite honestly, this should have been the main event. Randy Orton should have won the title for the 14th time, and Baron Corbin should have been cashing in. Oops, I'm sorry, I gave away a result. Well, no big deal if you already seen the pay-per-view. Yes, Baron Corbin won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he was fucking awesome doing it. No, was this the best match in Money in the Bank history? Absolutely not. It could have been better. But with all that being said, it was memorable, quite honestly, because Baron Corbin made it memorable. He attacked Shinsei Nakamura. He was dominant throughout this entire match. He was believable as a heel, and he kicked fucking ass doing it. He reminded me of what Triple H was when he first started out becoming world champion. Triple H was the most hated, disliked performer in WWE history, in my personal opinion. Most hated outside of maybe possibly Ric Flair, but Ric Flair at a certain point, he was even liked by the audience, even when he was being the dirtiest player in the game. So he was kind of a loved and hated guy, even though he sometimes played a bad guy, regardless of all that. But yes, Baron Corbin wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, which, by the way, in my personal opinion, was the best match. I do give the match 4 out of 5 stars, despite what other people's opinions may be about the performance that happened in this match. Some may say it was just average at best. Me personally, based on what they did with Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura was very emotional after his attack and came back into this match. They had a nice little spot with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura with their stare down and then making people go, holy shit, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, one-on-one match? Why the fuck not? Why won't we do this? Probably WWE will never accomplish that, just like they should have accomplished Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 8, in which case they didn't. They probably won't do the same thing here, because WWE is full of fucking retards, especially Vince McMahon being the head retard of them all. But Baron Corbin, fucking awesome match. Great performance by him. Just him alone, he made this match worth watching. And Shinsuke Nakamura was good. AJ Styles took a very nasty fall at one point. And, yeah, the match was good. It was the best match on the card, hands down. There was no fucking match that came even close to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the males. Nobody. No match had anything close to that. And that's about it. I mean, the rest of the show was, they had the Breezango Fandango and Tyler Breeze versus the Ascension. Who cares? This was a meaningless filler match just to fill in time. So, personally, very good, entertaining match. I enjoyed myself with the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE Championship contract. The rest of the show could go suck a dick in hell. Did not care, do not care, and still don't. Thank you very much for watching, by the way. This is my personal opinion about this pay-per-view. Let me know what your opinion is. Leave your comments and opinions down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. And as well, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and also hit the like button if you like the video. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.